Good morning, everybody. Quickly, before we get into the video, I wanted to grab your attention to all the existing but also new viewers that we actually also around Cilinix Crypto have a Signal and a Premium group in which I share my own trades, in which I share daily updates on the markets, on altcoins, Bitcoin, XRP, everything. So if you're interested in knowing which coins to buy, which coins actually have potential, if you feel sidelined, but also if you want to be, alerted when a pullback becomes more likely, consider joining. Links will be down in the description. Right now we're running a limited time offer for a lifetime membership. So check that out. But for now, let's get right into the video. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video here on PENGU. Obviously, I had to cover it. It's been a while since I covered this. I mean, I did cover this quite a couple of times. When we had that early momentum right here at the end of June. Back then, I mean, if you go back in time and you remember that price action, it was quite like in hindsight, it's always very clear, right? We got massive momentum, just never had a pullback, which sometimes you might say, well, no, there's all these imbalances, blah blah blah. But ultimately, not filling those imbalances at this point of time seems very bullish. We left an imbalance right here at 1.8 and 1.7 cents as well. Look, I don't want to start off this video in a very bad and bearish tone, but at some point of time, we are going to fill those, right? I mean, it is going to happen. Whether that's in 2026 or 2027, it will happen. But that's definitely not the story right now. I mean, the story right now is that technically PENGU broke above this massive, and this is also the most important level in my opinion, this massive level right here between 2.5 and 2.8 cents, right? So that's 0.025, 0.028. It was also when we briefly had a range, that was the main support level, right? And it's a big psychological support level. Now we also have some major Fibonacci levels there. We have a fair value gap there. So that is ultimately the most important level, right? So let's say worst case scenario, we get some bad news. The trade war between the EU and the US ignites again. As long as we hold that, we're fine to go up higher. And at this point of time, I think there's plenty of reasons to say that we are going higher. I mean, first of all, technically, we are obviously still bullish, right? I mean, obviously, we broke out above 2.5 cents with a lot of momentum about a week ago. That was great, and since then we've been able to hold that, and all the pullbacks have been bought up very aggressively. We always held the 7-day rolling VWAP, which is very often a signal that there's a lot of strength. And then earlier this morning, there's strength coming in as well, and that has to do with PENGU had quite some good news throughout this rally. But what you're seeing right now, which I think is pretty interesting, is that NFTs are actually making a pullback. All right, so here you can see the sales for PENGU, and you can see that in the last month those have very much increased. And PENGU at this point of time, I think you can see in the collections as well, is by far the biggest NFT collection, right? You can see the floor price is 17 Ethereum, and it has increased, and it has increased 10% over the last, 12% over the last week as well. It has 1,700 ETH in volume, which is quite crazy as well. So that's the reason, for example, just to go on a quick tangent, why Blur is rallying like it is. But that's obviously also a catalyst for why PENGU can rally up higher. And at this point of time, if we take a look at PENGU, and if my internet allows me to do that and actually do a fundamental analysis, what you can see is that PENGU is trading at a market cap of $2.3 billion, while it has the biggest NFT collection, and while it's actually also a decently big brand outside of crypto. So first of all, like I said, if you combine everything, the technicals are bullish, there's a lot of momentum, there's a narrative with this NFT narrative, I think we are going up higher, right? And like I said, a pullback, definitely possible, you should expect that. You shouldn't rely on it, but you should expect it. You should at least take it into account. But I think we're going up to those all-time highs. I mean, we reached those all-time highs the last time at right here, the 6th of 2025, 6th of January 2025. I think the fundamentals, both in the market, but especially also for PENGU itself, are better. All right, so I think we at least deserve the same price and potentially even higher, but we'll talk about that later. For now, that's it. That's what I think you need to know. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. Have a great week, and bye.